Hey guys, I'm taking you with me today on backyard tours of homes that I've done in the past. As you know, we're trying to get ideas for Andrew and Macy. I'm excited to revisit some of these backyards again, and I hope you guys are too. This is a home I built last year for a contest. We call it the Street of Dreams, and it actually won every award in the contest. Best kitchen, best exterior, floor plan. Today we're here to see the backyard, but if you'd like to see this award-winning house, I have a whole video on that, so comment down below. Let's get in the backyard. I'll show you some cool stuff that we did. I'm coming through the garage, and what we've done on this house is that we've added this big, beautiful glass garage door. The idea behind that is that door can open up and it converts into like indoor, outdoor living, but also because you're on a lake, you're always taking something into the garage, whether it's rafts, canoes, kayaks, what have you. So right here is the Four Seasons room that will open up out to this outdoor living area. And this barbecue grill is something that's the main feature of any outdoor living. People love to have this. This is a 48-inch, super-size, all stainless steel grill. It's got the lights. And we built this granite countertop, and we continued the use of the stone that we have on the front of the house. That repetition of theme comes all the way around. And this was designed such that when you're living and entertaining on a lake, you want this big place where you lay out food, but also you can converse on both sides of this bar. So what we have is this huge granite countertop. This is about 4 foot wide and pretty close to, if you measure from one end to the other, close to 10 foot long. So you can lay out the food. People can stand on both sides of it. And again, this is bar top height, which is 42 inches. And you can see a tabletop is 30. So if someone's sitting down here, when you approach them just for entertaining, it feels awkward because you're looking down at them. That way, if you're standing up here and someone's at a bar stool, everybody's eye level. Let me take you over here and show you another feature. This is the sunken fire pit area. All the steps are lit up. We're not able to appreciate that, but these are all lights. And this wall is set up such that a person can sit right here. And these fire pits are independent. This is something new that we showed at that Street of Dreams. You can put them together. You can add multiple ones. Here, the size of this outdoor living space, we thought we'd just put 2 of them together. And then we even did all these pavers are in. We have drains in here and then glass railings. So you need that protection, but yet when you're sitting here looking out at the lake, you don't have unobstructed views. And I'll show you the example. Here is a normal railing, what you would have. So the glass really allows the views to transfer back and forth. People really like that. We created a couple different living areas. So we have the fire pit area, then you step up 2 steps to the entertaining. This homeowner's added additional furniture for this patio. This here is just an extended patio again. This house has unbelievable views looking out at the lake. The way this was positioned, when the west sun goes that way, this gets more shade as the day goes on. So when you're coming home from work, you have a natural shade area to enjoy the outdoors, and you're kind of private from the neighbor next door. So this is not a crazy backyard, but it's very functional and simple, and it makes sense for outdoor lake living. So what I'd like to do is get in the car with me, and I'll go show you a couple more. Okay guys, this is gonna be a pretty cool house to take a look at. It's on a pretty good sized lake that we have in our market, and it sits out on a point. So when I take you down there, you'll get a full appreciation on how we captured all the views, and we held the pool up high enough so that when you look out from the pool, there's no need for a fence. So take a look, you'll love this. Okay guys, so what we've done here is we've created a situation so when their guests show up at the driveway, they don't have to go through the house. They can come down around the side of the house. It's very inviting, got a lot of boulders and rocks, which is the theme. And as you come around the corner, you open up and you see lake and beautiful swimming pool. So let's come around and I'll show you some of the cool features that we've done. We also planned ahead that we've also have additional power and gas out at this side, because eventually they talked about maybe adding another destination so they could easily come out. Since that's west sun, we talked about building like a pergola and an outdoor bar kitchen area right here. So that will happen in the future. But right now, as you can see, we're on a point, and when we position this house, we want to make sure that we're not looking at the neighbors and the neighbors aren't looking at us. So every place on this house is around the corner, and we have what we call a Four Seasons room that has a glass door that opens up. So we kept the pool as close to the house as possible. So when you're in this Four Seasons room looking out, you see swimming pool and then you see lake. And this lot is large enough that the boathouse is off to the side. And you notice, remember I told you there's no need for a fence here because that wall drops off high enough that qualifies for a fence on this pool. But there is a fence that's on the side yard, so there's no way anybody can get into the backyard. The idea here is no obstruction of views when you're in the pool looking out or sitting here on the patio. So a nice feature about this outdoor living space is the pool isn't just a true rectangular or a kidney shape. That actually has a turn to it, and the idea behind that is that and eventually when we add on that addition of the bar, gazebo, what have you, another destination to go to, that the pool ties into it. But more importantly, we felt it was nice to keep the pool as close to the house as possible, because this is the shaded area and the sun is where you'll see the chairs. It works out perfectly that if you want sun, you get out, you're right by the pool, but if you want shade, you literally take a couple steps towards the house. So I want to show you some of this outdoor shaded area, which is nice. We have the deck from up above, and if you notice, we didn't put any steps from the upstairs down, and there's a reason for that. This allows the main floor of the house to just be just that. And when you're entertaining, there's really no reason to go upstairs because this house has a bar downstairs, it has a refrigerator. Let me open up this glass door. So this is the Four Seasons room. Sometimes we put in those nano walls that you see at FLAIRS. I have them at my house, but also we put in these glass garage doors. Believe it or not, they're very efficient. And now the whole wall, instead of folding sideways, goes up into the ceiling. And we even have a screen that I've got the attachment right here, that if you get in the evening, hit the button, and this entire screen will come down so that you have this indoor-outdoor living space. But once the screen's down, you don't have to open this back up to get inside. We have a sliding glass door right here, and there's also a sliding glass door inside to get out. All right, so let me take you into this Four Seasons room and how this is it's really kind of a pool house Four Seasons room. The floors are the LVP, luxury vinyl planking floors, or LVT, however you want to say it. It's set up for wet feet. It cannot damage these floors. And we added a bar we have a dishwasher, because typically, remember, no steps upstairs, so all your dishes and everything will stay downstairs. No sense in lugging dishes and things upstairs to wash them in the dishwasher. You have this all contained here. Then a full-size refrigerator, which works out great. So you have all your waters and what have you. And then a freezer, so they keep extra ice. But at the same time, if you're barbecuing, you can keep all your hot dogs, hamburgers, all that is downstairs when you're grilling outside. We even have what you see as a mini split. This room has its own heating and cooling system, and we've done the same thing on all of our Four Seasons rooms. So when that door goes up, we have a hot day right now, but I can still feel the AC blowing on us, and that hot air does not travel up through the house. And we even added a pantry. So huge pantry right off here to keep all your supplies. You're going to need storage. And then this rolls into another type of, like you could put a table in here for dining, what have you. And then all these doors close, which allows that hot air we talked about does not get into the entire house. It stays in this area. Then you have the TV going. We got these big glass windows. And remember, when this screen and door came down, here is the sliding glass door that opens up as well. And then you're going right straight out to the pool. So what I really wanted to explain on these backyards, whether you have a pool or you're on a lake, sometimes it's just a nice backyard, is you need a destination. Specifically with pools and lakes, people are looking for a place to go to the restroom, they're looking for some shade and something to drink. So these Four Seasons rooms, the reason why I call it Four Seasons is that you can use them year-round, and they work out beautifully in a setting like this. So as these homes live, not only daytime, but you have the nighttime stuff. So here is a big fire pit, and we've done it kind of linear this way on purpose. So when you have chairs that sit around it, everybody can have an angle and everybody looks out at the lake. If it went the other direction, the only views you would have was from your back to the house looking out, and the people on the opposite side would be looking at the house. So just the direction of this, something to consider when you're doing your own fire pit. And so these are all natural gas. The better way to do these during the daytime is propane. That's not allowed here. Propane burns dirtier than natural gas. If I turn this on right now, you wouldn't see the flame until tonight because it's such a clean burning gas. We also added a hot tub off to the side over there as another destination. But in general, having this whole outdoor area, the homeowner says they just love the privacy. You can't see the neighbor on either side, and you have these unbelievable views looking out. They feel like they're always on vacation when they're in their backyard, and that was the goal of building this here. So I'm real pleased. I think it turned out great. I'd love to hear what some of your comments are as well. Hey guys, I'm at this house where we put an addition on the house with a big nano wall. It's the same thing that Flair has at his house. This was a much larger addition, but to enhance the indoor-outdoor living space, we put in a pool and outdoor fire pit. I want to take you downstairs and show you some of these cool features that we've incorporated into this design. So as you enter the backyard, you'll quickly notice that we've got the fire pit and the pool, but I want to take you over to the fire pit and show you some neat features. When we built this retaining wall that comes around, a neat feature is that we created these planters, and they're oversized, quite large, because it fits the scale of this pool. But a neat feature is that these have automatic water lines to them, so you never have to worry about watering your flowers and plants. It does it automatically for you. That's a nice feature. You have this fire pit. This is gas. We put the lava rocks in. You can see here's the gas line. When we build these gas lines, we turn the holes are upside down. So when it rains, it will never fill up that line and cause problems. So the gas shoots out the bottom and that ring goes around. So all you have to do is turn the key on, light a match, and your fire pit is up and running. All right, so the fire pit looks great. Let me take you over here and show you. This to me is a timeless pool. It has everything that you would want in a pool. You have not only the water slide coming down, kids love that. There's an auto cover that this pool automatically covers up, and it's really hidden. It looks awesome. Those are always difficult to hide. But having the water features is a nice backdrop for during the day and evenings. Those light up, and you always have that sound of water, which is a nice feature. You got a basketball hoop, so you've got entertainment in this pool. And notice at the other end, let's go down here. I'm gonna show you a feature that the homeowner came up with, is putting these umbrellas and their sleeves already built in. So because that's that west sun you want for a pool, but sometimes you might want to be in the pool and in the shade. So these literally just slide right down, and you can just crank them down. Today's a little windy and they're still doing a great job. But you have a nice eased entry into the pool, which is kind of a nice hangout spot. You find that a lot of people don't always want to be out in the deep end, but you have this shallow where it steps down, and then it's a little deeper where you can be playing the sporting games. But remember, I always talk about, even though it's a big open area, you want destinations and things to go to, and I thought they did a great job. They created a seating area off the back corner of the pool. So when you're sitting here at night, you're able to spin around and enjoy the elevation of the rear of the house. The pool's lit up, you got a fire pit at one end, and your back's to the neighbors, and you're looking back at the house. But the best feature we need to show you is this Four Seasons room with that big nano wall. Let me take you over there. All right, this is my favorite part, and you guys are gonna love this. So this huge wall is the main feature that allows this room to become an indoor-outdoor room. So look how easy this thing slides. Goes all the way open. Remember, all these are custom made to fit the specific house. So now we are in the house. You feel like you're outdoors. You're just under a canopy, if you will, inside, and it has everything we talked about. So the winter, you have the fireplace. you can gather around. So this is, again, a 4 seasons room. But during the summer, you've got the TV. This is the mini split that air conditions this entire space, and it heats the space as well. So as you come through, you've got a full-size kitchen sink, even appliances. This is a microwave, a warming. I think it might be a Vantium. So you can warm up stuff downstairs, and a full-size refrigerator. Remember I said the importance when people show up, you need something to drink. You got the refrigerator stocked full of all kinds of good stuff. Look how well organized this is, very impressive. It's not like my house. You have this bar top. As you know, in kitchens, everybody hangs around the kitchen island. So we did this exact same thing down here, that people will converse across something versus sitting in a table kind of up against a wall. And the flooring, again, if we stand back, it's all that LVP, luxury vinyl plank. It's that flooring that we put in all those wet surfaces, and this floor is becoming so popular that people are starting to put it throughout their entire homes. So this is a reflection of the entire house, how nice it looks, but you're downstairs and this whole room opens up. And a feature we added in this house, because you're downstairs with the pool, wet towels, what have you, we went back here, and this was an unfinished space. We added this wall, put in a pocket door, and then we added a stacked washer dryer. So this is 2 laundry rooms in this house. This one's just set up for swimsuits, towels, what have you. Why I wanted you to see this, I think this room specifically relates to how FLAIRS 4 seasons room and bar area lays out in his house. In his home, that bar area there is actually against that wall looking out, but he also will have a living room area right here, and he has the big nano walls, and he wants to be able to see out to his swimming pool, and he wants some outdoor living space. Now his room that's flipped is these sliding glass doors that he has off his will go out under his deck, which is what these people have, where will be a hot tub. He has 2 decks actually. One door goes off this side and the other one off the other. So this is very comparable and similar to what Flair is wanting to do in his house. I hope this will help him visualize what I have in mind for his property, because it's turning out quite nice. And he may not have to get so razzle dazzle with the swimming pool. This pool they have here is, it's nice, it's simple, but it doesn't have to be so overstated. So I think of all the backyards that we've seen so far with swimming pools, I think this one suits Andrew and Macy the best. But I have one more I want to take you to show you an outdoor barbecue grill, fire pit. So let's get in my truck and head out and show you one more. You're gonna like this backyard. This thing is not a big space, but we have a lot of stuff packed into it, and it turned out awesome. So this is a home I built probably 20 years ago, and you're gonna meet the homeowner. Steve, hey, thanks for letting me come back after, what, 20 years? Has it been that long since you lived?
A little over 20
years.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to show the fire pit in a little bit, but first I want Steve to take us over and show this bar that you built, because this thing is supersized as well. So show me what, because you have large family gatherings. Is that what this is all about?
Yeah,
so,
if everybody's around, there's 15, 20 people or more. This handles all that, because we can put enough stools around here if everybody wants to sit down, or if we just want to have it kind of a buffet style spread out over here.
Yeah,
this is plenty big.
This is one huge top. Show us this barbecue grill.
Okay, the grill is a 5-burner grill that's it's not clean. We've been using it.
Well, that's what it's here for.
But it takes a little bit of time to get used to grilling on a bigger grill than what I was used to before. But now we use it all the time. Yeah. So
we have an outdoor fridge. Have you ever seen a refrigerator this organized? Look at that.
Well, there's a good selection there for you, Brad, so just pick whatever you want.
Well, at least you know when someone's been here drinking something, because they're not lined. All you have to push stuff from the back forward. That's what you got to do. I want to come over and show the viewers, Steve, what you guys have done, because this backyard, it's probably only, I would say maybe 30 foot wide.
About that, yeah.
30. So most people, they said we're going to come in and put in a 20-foot bar, 5 foot wide, would think that you're crazy, but it works the way you guys entertain. We have a small space, but even when we put a big bar in here, you can see the seating that you can go all the way around. Yeah. So when you're entertaining and your family's over, this turns out great. I like this live edge that you put on here because it's back to that Jackson Hole theme, rustic. But we have a neighbor just on the other side, and all the trees that you planted, 20 years ago are now doing a great job. So as we make our way over, I've always been always telling people it's important to have, destination places. So we have a destination bar, barbecue. You even have a small seating area over here looking back. And then what I think is nice is drop that down. That different color also makes your eye know that you're stepping down onto something else, because sometimes one step can be a tripper. But that is one huge fire pit. You got a lot of room around here, and that thing is really putting off some great heat. But I'm not sure the viewers are picking up on it, but we have a beautiful water feature that started all this, and then we've added on to it, right? So let's walk over there. I want to show, not only is that another destination, but the sound you get fills the whole backyard, which is, I think, is fantastic.
When you built our house for us, that was the water feature was the one thing that we put in the backyard, and then it was just green space. We started with a waterfall 20 years ago, and we've just expanded it over the years, and now it's become this side of the backyard's focal point.
But then you have this hot tub.
Yeah, I'll start it up for you.
So if you're in this hot tub, then you're looking out, you see the fire pit, you see your privacy, you got all the trees.
Right.
You got to take all this in. This is fantastic. So guys, I hope you liked all the backyards we showed you today. I think this fire pit is a must for Flair. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I'll see you at the next job site.